measures. So it's tough for a large city to do all of this without the support of the administration. And so it's my pleasure to welcome Jersey City Mayor Steven Fulop. He started his career on Wall Street, but 9/11 drew him to a higher calling. After a tour in the Marines, he decided to stay in public service. He's the youngest mayor in Jersey City history, and he's running for governor in 2025. Mayor Fulop, I would love to turn it over to you now.
Okay. First of all, I appreciate that, Lauren. And let me just take a second to say thank you to the other speakers. Really informative, and thank you for all of you for attending. Taking time out of your day to talk about an issue that's really important to me, and I think my track record speaks to that. I could talk specifically about what we did in Jersey City, which I do want to do, and importantly, how we're approaching the campaign for governor and why sustainability and the environment is going to be a key part of what we're trying to do and communicate. And it's going to be intertwined with everything that we do on the campaign. I think that as a starting point, my candidacy is going to be different than any of the other potential candidates, just because I have real life learned experience from being an executive in a city like Jersey City that is complicated, that is diverse. So platitudes of just saying that I am going to care about the environment doesn't work for people like me, because as a mayor, you have to actually deliver results and actually have hands-on experience as a result of that. I started the campaign in April, and at the time, a lot of people said that we were starting early, and how would be, and what was the reason for it, and how would we stay relevant. And I think we've proven a couple things in those 5 months. The first is that we certainly have stayed relevant, with many mayors jumping on board as early supporters. We've raised a lot of money, which speaks to viability. The mayors jumping on board early in large numbers is significant, because people are saying 2 years out, it doesn't matter what the field looks like. I know that Jersey City's accomplishments and track record speaks volumes, and I'm willing to be a part of that. And mayors, to me, are the most important level of government, because they're directly in contact with residents and have the chance to work on things like we're about to discuss. If you go to an elementary school, they know who the president of the United States is, and they know who their respective mayor is. It doesn't matter where you are, because it's a very, very personal sort of vote. So when I started the campaign, the reason I started so early was because I wanted to build a campaign that was substantive on policy and viable no matter what the traditional political establishment in New Jersey decided. Historically, you have a couple people get in a room and decide who's going to be this and who's going to be that. And as I ran for Jersey City against the political machine over here and won, we started early and we ran a substantive policy-oriented campaign. And that takes a lot of time. So every month, the campaign is committed to rolling out a policy initiative that is detailed, comprehensive, not platitudes, robust, and attainable. We started last month with transportation. I mean, if you go to our website, most candidates would probably say, I'm going to lean into the transportation issue and fix transportation. And that's the broad sweeping sort of statement. Our transportation policy is 15 pages long, and not everybody's going to read 15 pages, but you'll see that it is thoughtful, detailed, attainable, as I said, and we're thinking about transportation in a different way of how it impacts every part of life in New Jersey, and particularly the climate conversation that we're about to have. We're going to roll out today our housing policy, and we've also encompassed the environment and sustainability into that plan as well. How do you do tiebreakers for tax credits? How does the state decide the Aspire program? Today, the environmental and sustainable components of development are not included in that. The climate thread is going to be consistent in every component of what we're doing. And I think my track record as mayor speaks to that. She touched on a little bit, but yes, we've done detailed climate plans, resiliency plans. We've carefully executed that. We've gradually started to transition our entire fleet over to electric. We were the first in the northeast of the country to have electric garbage trucks. We commit to, we set a goal. Sometimes we exceed it, sometimes we don't, but generally we commit to doing about 350 new trees per year. We've been a leader with regards to creating infrastructure in Jersey City for public use around electrification of vehicles. So we have charging stations almost in every part of the city at this point. So we've been really committed to that. And we've been leading by example with transitioning, with moving towards more green infrastructure and encouraging more use of microtransit systems. We have the largest microtransit system in the entire country that we partnered with VIA on to encourage less car usage. We've created a massive bike share program, the largest in New Jersey, with protected bike lanes throughout the city. And, we're committed to this more in just words, but in our action. And so our track record has been really good. It's kind of the broad reason for our campaign started so early. And I just look forward to kind of a conversation and questions, and really a conversation about how I can encompass more ideas that some of you may have into our policy platform when we roll out the sustainability initiatives in early 2024. Said a lot there, I think, quickly, but if there's any questions or comments, we can take the conversation wherever you want it to go.
Thank you so much, Mayor. That was great and true to their public service form. You are right on time.